Hey guys, hi, welcome to Advice channel. So in the last class we have discussed trigonometry chapter, like we have seen some applications of trigonometry and we solved main topics, trigonometric ratios, specific angles, complementary angles and identities. So and we also solved some of the problems related to each of these topics. So today we are going to learn the very important topic, that is what are the some applications of trigonometry, especially in case of heights and distances. So in my last class I have discussed, so where do we use this trigonometry, especially in the fields of navigation and the astronomy, like while finding the distance between the observer and the object, or finding the height of some object without actually measuring this. So today in this class, so we are going to study some more applications of trigonometry in various fields. How do we apply the trigonometric techniques, whatever we have learned in our previous chapter, like trigonometric identities or trigonometric ratios. How do we apply to find the distances and heights of the objects given? So for that, first I am going to discuss some of the basic terms related to applications of trigonometry. So what are those basic terms here? So first let me write here. So one is line of sight, the second one is angle of elevation, and the third one angle of depression. So these are the three important terms, so which we come across often, very often in each problem. So like they may mention what is angle of elevation or what is angle of depression. So first we should know what are these basic terms mean. So now let me explain all these terms by taking two examples. So in the first example, what I am considering is here, a person is there and is observing a top of the tower. So this is the tower. So this is the top of the tower. So he is observing a top of the tower. So these are the observer's eye. Observer's eye. So he is observing the top of the tower. So now what is line of sight in this case? So the line which is drawn from observer's eye to the, so which the observer is observing, that is nothing but, so here is the observer and he is observing some top of the tower. So the line drawn to these points, between these 2 points, is called line of sight. It is the line of sight. So now what does it mean by angle of elevation and angle of depression? So before defining these two terms, so first let me take one horizontal line. So you should consider horizontal line with respect to the observer's eye. So here is the observer. So draw a horizontal line from the observer's eye. So with respect to this observer's eye, we are going to define the angle of elevation and angle of depression. So how means, if the observer is here, if he is observing some object which is above the horizontal line, So first let me write here, this is the horizontal line. So what we considered here, a observer is here and is observing some top of the tower, so which is above the horizontal line, right? So in that case, the angle made by the observer's eye to the top of the tower is called angle of elevation. So that is nothing but he should observe something which is above the horizontal line. Now let me consider one more example, that is observer is here, a person is here and is observing, he stood on some tower, some building. So this is a building. So he stood on some building and he is observing, there is a road here and he is observing a car which is some object. So here is the object which is on the road. So he is observing, person is here and the object is here. So he is observing this object from the top of the building. So that means the person is here and the object is here. So is first consider what is horizontal. This is the horizontal line, right? So now with respect to the horizontal, where is a person observing the object? Where is the object? object is here. So and person is here. So the line connecting between observer to the object, right, is called line of sight. Yes, in this case this is my line of sight and this is my horizontal line. And the angle made between the observer's eye to the object is called angle of depression. So that is nothing but, in this case, what we observed in the earlier case, the angle of elevation is above the horizontal line, whereas in this case, so in angle of depression case, so the person is at some height and the object is lower height than him, right? So person is here and object is here. So in that case, he is observing object which is lower than his height, right? So in that case, the angle made between the observer's eye to the object is called angle of depression. So this angle of depression is always measured with respect to the horizontal. So this is the horizontal line and this is the angle made. So this is called angle of depression. So this is the angle of depression. Understood these two terms? So these are very important. If you understood well, you can solve any problem which is related to applications of trigonometry. So the first one is angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is nothing but with respect to the horizontal, if a observer makes some angle above the horizontal line, then it's called angle of elevation. So if a person is making some angle below the horizontal line in the sense he is observing the object which is lower height than him, whereas in angle of elevation case he is observing some object which is much higher height than him. Understood? So these are the three very important terms. This line of sight is not that much important, but angle of elevation and angle of depression. So angle of elevation is just the observer's eye to the top of the tower or top of the building. So whereas while considering the angle of depression, you should consider the horizontal, and with respect to the horizontal you should take the angle of depression. This is not angle of depression, this is the angle of depression.
I thank Advice who are trying to give broad information for the students who wanted to do medicine program in abroad, and for more information please subscribe Advice.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Karunakar to start such an initiative which will be available for all the students on YouTube.
Thanks to Advice and please subscribe the channel.
ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చాలామందికి రీచ్ అవ్వాలి, ఈ అడ్వైస్ ఛానల్లో వచ్చే కార్యక్రమాలు చాలామంది విద్యార్థులకు రీచ్ అవ్వాలి అంటే సబ్స్క్రైబ్స్ టు అడ్వైస్.
హాయ్ అండి, నేను డాక్టర్ రామ్. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ EDVS ఛానల్. సబ్స్క్రైబ్స్ టు EDVS.
Thanks to Advice channel. Please subscribe Advice channel.
Hello guys, like for successful journey of your studies platform destination, so please follow and subscribe to advice.in.
Thanks to Advice. Please subscribe Advice.
All the best for the Advice and please subscribe the channel.
And please subscribe to Advice YouTube channel.
Thanks to Advice for giving me an opportunity to subscribe for Advice.
Please subscribe to Advice YouTube channel.